All phones suck this year. It's not just the iPhone. I'm Scott with Techno Eclipse. If you want to get the best tech commentary on the platform, all you have to do is just lightly punch that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I have 6 followers now and 7 tweets. So we're on a good pace there. So what do I mean by saying that all phones sucked this year? Well, let's just get into it. So a lot of people are mad at Apple for releasing a $1,400 phone. This guy right here included. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculously priced object. It is a phone. I'm going to get a little bit ranty in this episode, so if you don't want that, you can just click off right now. It's a phone. Let's just start with that. What does a phone do? What does the XS Max do that a $200 used iPhone 7 or 6S Plus can't do? Literally one thing. Portrait mode. Portrait mode sucks. I have it on my iPhone 8. I don't have my iPhone 8 on me. The 2-camera system sucks. There is no value to it. It takes way too much time. It's not something I will ever use, ever. Mainly that's just me, but I'm sure there are 99% of people out there that are like, I mean, I guess it's cool, but when you shoot with a real DSLR and then you try to shoot with that phony DSLR, it is not even close to the same thing. It's not even close. It's not even a little bit close. Not even a little bit. So that's one of the biggest problems I have is one, just the prices of phones are just way too high. I'm not even just looking at Apple. Apple is the highest, so they're the ones I'm going after first here. Samsung, let's just look at them. What real innovation did Samsung make this year? Let's look at it. The Note 8 was like 0.01 millimeter bigger or 0.1 millimeter like more diagonal, so no innovation there. They're selling a $1,000 phone with a little pointy thing, a stylus. The stylus does have some functionality, so I'll give that to you, but does it justify the $1,000 price tag? Absolutely not. Let's just look at 2018 in terms of real, raw innovation. I was thinking about this today at work, and I was like, you know what? There hasn't been an innovative thing in the phone industry since like the App Store. Every innovation that has happened on a phone was because of software or an app developer. One of the biggest innovations you could say is Facebook. That was developed by Mr. Zuckerberg. Another innovation would be like Instagram, Twitter, iMessage. All of those things are just developed by other people. It's not hardware. Hardware innovation hasn't been a thing since like the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, and really all they did there was just make them bigger. So I would say the real last innovative thing that any company really ever did was probably the iPhone 4. That was like the first step into a good-looking smartphone, and ever since then, they've pretty much just refined the design. What do I mean by innovation? Let me lay that out before I get angry and get mean comments. Innovation is essentially just making something so drastically better that it improves the quality of your life just by simply owning it, and it pushes mankind just a little bit further. The iPhone XS and XS Max don't even come close to doing anything like that. The Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus don't do anything close to doing anything like that. The only innovation we saw this year is literally in screen technology. That's it. That's the only little bit of innovation that is available in 2018. Look at the phones. That's all they tried to do is just make cooler looking screens. That is not innovation. That's just making a screen a little bit bigger. Oh my god, the screen's a little bit bigger. Who cares? Who cares if my screen goes from the exact tippy top corner to the bottom, or if it's like, you know, just like a little bit off, and it's just like that much, like the bezels on an iPhone 8. Literally don't bother me even a little bit. I forget they're there 99% of the time, unless I'm grabbing the phone. Sorry for that noise there. Unless I'm grabbing the phone, then I'm like, oh man, so I just have bezels here. There is no innovation in smartphones. There hasn't been in years. The smartphone innovation is dead. Show me something that's innovative. The only thing that's been innovative in 2018 is the foldable Samsung smartphone, and don't at me on that because, like I said, I'm always right. All the time. I've been wrong twice, like I said. But also this stupid poster isn't staying up. I'm gonna have to get a frame for it. But there hasn't been any innovation this year. Look at all of the big players. Google, Apple basically just made a bigger phone that they made last year. It looks okay, but there's a notch. No innovation there. And it doesn't add any extra features. It doesn't make my life any better. They didn't add anything in software that's like, oh my goodness, I need that on my phone. They didn't do anything like that. Samsung, I'd already mentioned earlier, they just did the same design as last year. I think they maybe made the screens on each phone a little bit bigger. I know they made it on the Note 9 from 6.3 inches to like 6.4 inches, but the actual difference is like almost nothing. They just rounded up a little bit more essentially. But that's it. No other phone. The LG V40 looks the exact same as the V30. All of these phones from the big players, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, oh, it's got like 67 cameras on the back. Who cares? Who cares? We've had phones with cameras for years, and the only reason a smartphone camera is good is literally just because of the software. We've seen that with Google. They could literally put a brick on the back of their phone and then put their software inside of that, and then it would shoot really, really good photos because we're not in the age of like DSLR processing cameras. We're literally in the age of digital photography where you can like make something look really good with a lens the size of like a pupil. There hasn't been any innovation this year. Tell me what innovation there has been, and I'll say, no, that's not innovation. That's just an improvement. Improvements are not innovations. There hasn't been innovation in the smartphone industry for forever. All these companies are claiming, this is the next great innovation. Oh, the only innovation you made is your screen is a little bit bigger. The screen-to-body ratio, it's just like a little bit less now, or a little bit greater. It's like a little bit greater. So now it's like 96% instead of 93%. I feel like I'm an insane person right now, screaming at a camera, looking at my face screaming, but that's just who I am. I guess I'm an insane person. But there hasn't been any innovation. We look at, oh, the CPU benchmarks are higher than they ever have been. Who cares? What are we doing with that? Literally nothing. The same OSs are running on phones from 2014, 2013, 2012, as they are in 2018. On the Android side of things, it's the phones from 2017, and who knows? Who knows what's going on over there on Android? But all I know is that those operating systems are just built to run on like every single phone ever, except for like the Google Pixel, because like they don't have like good RAM optimization or something. I don't know. That's just me. But there hasn't been any innovation. We've seen the most powerful ARM-based CPUs inside of a phone since forever, and there is nothing taking advantage of that. The only thing that I would say would be innovative would be AR, but AR isn't there yet. It's not even close. Until a big company like Facebook implements real AR, not like filters on your freaking face. It's like a real AR experience where you're playing games. I think the coolest thing about AR is you could play a game on like a table, see it through your phone, and actually like visualize all the special effects, and then be playing with somebody across the room, or even play with somebody that's in a different country. That's kind of cool. That may be the only innovation. But there hasn't been any innovation. Stop letting them tell you that there has been. No innovative thing for years. For years, design improvements is not innovation. That just isn't. Real innovation is being able to make calls from the same device that can watch YouTube videos, that can access the internet, that can do all of these different things. We're just not there. I don't know what the next greatest innovation will be. The internet's one of the greatest inventions of all time, and essentially a phone is just a way to harness that power. But is there going to be a way to harness that even better and with a better user experience? Maybe like an Apple Watch, if you had it on your wrist. I don't have mine on me right now, of course. But if you had it on your wrist and it does some type of like Princess Leia type projection up, like that would be cool. That might be real innovation if that actually improves the quality of your life and makes your experience with your devices a little bit better. But stop saying that phones getting more screens. I saw a phone that has 2 screens now instead of just 1, and slide up cameras. Those are not innovations. Those are just ways to have better screen to body ratio. I don't know if you know this, but we can both watch the same content and enjoy the same content and see the same things and read the same emails, text the same people, call the same people, whether my phone has a screen to body resolution ratio that's 98% or 64%. It just doesn't matter. Stop buying into these marketing hype gimmicks of like, oh my gosh, this phone's so much better because the screen is like a little bit bigger than the one before. Like, that's it. That's all they're selling you right now is the actual look of the screen. The design of the phones even hasn't changed. It's the same 18:9 aspect ratio, or if it's Apple, it's like 18.364 repeating by 9 aspect ratio. And I don't even know what it is. I was going to say 3.14159, but I don't know any other numbers of pi, and I did not want to act like I did. But there just hasn't been any innovation. I know I've been kind of repeating myself and yelling, but tell me what the innovation has been. I went through the screen. That's not real innovation. I went through the CPU, and obviously we can include the GPU inside of that. We look at the camera, and then really what else does a phone do? Tell me what the next innovation will be. My opinion, the invent and introduction of 5G could be a real innovation because it could take storage off of your phone. Local storage could be off your phone because downloading it from the internet might actually just be faster than accessing local storage. That's how fast 5G is. Or like graphene batteries, I believe that's what they're made out of. Those could be the next big innovations where now we have phones that are literally the size of like a piece of paper, like that thin. That might be helpful, but again, now it's just better screen to body ratio. When has there been innovation in the last 5 years? There hasn't been. I would say that one of the last innovative things ever was like Snapchat. So a phone hardware, there hasn't been innovation on that front in years. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm the guy with Techno Eclipse, and if you like the video, it's so easy to just all you have to do is the subscribe button. How loud was that? Gosh, you guys must hate me for that one. I've always wanted to do that. I never did till right now. I might lower that volume. Nah, I'll probably just leave it in there. So I'm Scott with Techno Eclipse. If you like the video, all you have to do is touch that subscribe button, and then you'll be subscribed to the funniest and most intelligent channel on YouTube. I know, and I'm going to throw this one in there, the most handsome. But seriously, guys, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Like, we're like 20-something subscribers away. 28, I think, at the time of this video, from 1 freaking 1,000. Holy crap, that's amazing. Thank you all for all the support, and I can't wait to hit 10,000, 100,000, and then after that, you know, if we hit 1 million, that'd be great, but let's just shoot for 1,000, and then when we get there, we can talk about 10,000. All right, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. It should be before Christmas time, so I'll see you then. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.